KnifeDope. More dope. Come and get your fix. What's up, fuckers? Your boy's back with a fresh batch of dope. KnifeDope. That's right, people. The hits don't stop. I got tons of goddamn dope to talk about, to share with you guys. And unlike some of my previous videos, we're going to dive into all this shit. That's right. Long form video. So buckle up and enjoy the goddamn ride. But first, if you do enjoy the content, I'd ask that you would share, like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe, goddammit. It does help the channel. It does trick that algorithm. And it does help your boy to go viral. Okay, enough of that shit. Today's unboxing knife is a classic. Oldie but a goodie. And that is the Civivi Conspirator. This was my first foray into quote-unquote premium knives. And what I mean by that is basically a knife costing over 20 bucks. This was my first button lock as well. I remember like it was yesterday. It was all downhill from that point. Okay, so let's see. Actually, you know what? While I'm bullshitting, I'm also let you guys know. The majority of all this shit is budget dope. BBK. What was it? Bringing back budget now. Yeah, BBK. BBBK, goddammit. Bringing back budget knives. We got some good ones in here. Some that I've been looking forward to. But then we got some special dope. You know, some of that pure, uncut type of shit. This right here is my knife that was sent to me. I had sent this out in March. This is something special. I can guarantee you nobody in the world has this. This is sent back to me from Carbodize. If you know who he is, you're lucky. If you don't know who he is, you better find out. He does custom scales. You can check him out on Instagram at Carbodize. Mr. Spencer, great guy. He's a very busy guy. This right here is giveaway dope. As you can see, though, I did black out his name. He wants to remain anonymous. He has become a friend of mine. We met last year, and we've, had a quote-unquote Instagram/Reddit relationship. And he's a great guy. Phenomenal collection. And he just wanted to give me some knives to give away. I mean, what the fuck? Fantastic people in this community. I get surprised on the regular. So we're gonna dive into that. Then we got these are from the pass arounds. This is from Jorge, aka JD for EDC. And then we got one from the man himself, Mr. Casey from Knives Fast. All right, so let's see what we're going to do. But first, before I proceed, be sure to check out DNK Knives for all your knife purchases. Big shout out to the big man, Don Farmer. Whenever you find the knives you're looking for, be sure to use code KnifeDope for 10% off your purchase. We love you, Don Farmer. And then once you do find them knives, you need scales. Go ahead and go over to OG/OriginalGoat for all your scale purchases. Once you check out, be sure to use code FUCKER for 15% off. People are using it. I thank you guys. All right, let's see. Which one am I going to do first? Okay, there's multiple ones in here, and there's a single mingle in here. Let's get into the single mingle first, and then we'll dive into this three-piece. This is a three-piece, FYI. Okay, Mr. Casey. Let's see, where's my unboxing knife? All right. Okay, you can see that this man has used the shit out this box, which is what you should do. Gotta repurpose these things. Now, this is from a company that I have never been too high on, but a lot of people love their knives, man. Make sure there's nothing else in here. Nope. And that is Oknife. Let's drop the top on this bitch, get up close and personal, shall we? Hit them switches. All right, here we go. The one we're looking at today is called the Oknife Borzoi, Borzoi. So, yeah, that's what it is. Here's our packaging. I know that there was a recent one that people went crazy over. I think the Freeze 3 or something. I did not understand that, but to each their own. Everyone has different tastes, but it did nothing for me. But this one right here actually looks a lot better, or maybe a little better, but we about to find out. Right out the gate, I can see here that it's rather lightweight, man. You can see some nice intricate milling here. Not very intricate, but just some nice milling, deep milling. Got a nice stainless steel lock side there. Let's check it out. Knife is deployed via our front flipper. Oh, wait a minute. All right. Light detent, but nonetheless, it does come out. Nice stonewash finish, I will give them that. Now, I do believe Kaiser does the OEM work for Oknife. I know they did at one point. I'm assuming they still do. They say you also have a nail nick, but I can't imagine. Yeah, it's going to be front flipper all day. There we go. That's a little bit better. I think I was kind of fucking up. Yeah, it does deploy rather nicely, you know. The Borzoi, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, comes in at $59.94. And we're getting some nice D2 blade steel with this one. Nice drop point. Show size scale is a textured G10 with some milling lines going on. They've put in this god-awful lanyard hole. Weirdos win again. Knife is riding on caged bearings. Let's go over the specs a little bit. Overall length on the Borzoi is 7.29 inches. Definitely a, you know, full-size knife. Our handle length is 4.25 inches. Blade length coming in just over 3 at 3.04 inches. Blade stock coming in at 11/100ths of an inch. They're reporting their HRC on the D2 at 60 plus or minus 2, so basically 58 to 62. Flat grind on the blade. Now back to the handle. The show side is this nice G10, like I mentioned. They did chamfer the edge over here a little bit. And then our lock side, this is a frame lock, is the stainless steel. Now, I've noticed stainless steel frame locks have grown in popularity. Oh, shit. That would have been a tragedy. God damn, boy. Stainless steel frame locks have grown in popularity. You know, it's a way for these companies to give you a frame lock knife at a cheaper price for sure. But people are eating it up, you know. I'm not too sure how I necessarily feel about it, but it is what it is. It serves its purpose. Now, I did mention about this being a lightweight knife. It is. It surprisingly is. It's only coming in at 2.58 ounces. Let's put up a couple of knives real quick just for some size comparison. Basically, a little bit of a knife flex. Trying to match that same price category. You could go this route instead, and that's going to be the Best Techman Ronin. Hands down, that was one of the, or actually, did it come out this year? It came out at the end of 2022/2023. I think I got mine in January. Fantastic knife. I actually love what Best Techman is doing. For those of you who might not be familiar, Best Techman is the budget department, similar to Civivi/Sencut. It is the budget department for Best Tech. And they're doing some good things. They're about to drop that Dundee Mini, which I'm really looking forward to. All right, let's put up one that we should all be familiar with. Penguin, baby. QSP. So we can see that the Borzoi is bigger than the Penguin and just a bit smaller than that Ronin. Yeah, you know, I think one of the main complaints I've got with Oknife is they feel the need to throw these logos on their knives, and you know they're always big. And I'm talking about this god awful Oknife logo. I wish maybe perhaps they would not put it on the blade, or if they were going to put it on the blade, make it smaller. Or how about just redesigning that logo? You know, I think that's just an ugly logo. But anyways, they do make some good flashlights. I carry one on the daily, which would be the Arcfeld. So yeah, it's about enough of that. Here is the Olight Borzoi. Borzoi? Bozo? Bozo? Goddamn Bozo. No, Borzoi. There it is. All right, next up. Where'd I put that goddamn package? Where did I put the dope? Okay, this right here. This is coming from Mr. Jorge, JD for EDC, my Latino brother. I think he's Cuban, as a matter of fact. These are some of JD's personal knives that he wanted to share with us, so I signed up to get to them. So thank you, JD, for being so kind and wanting to share the dope. Gotta share your dope, people. It ain't fun to partake in your dope solo. Make sure there's no notes in here. Okay, no notes. But he did, oh, wait a minute. This guy, I tell you, he's a sweetheart. Look at this. Look at this. There's a couple of them in here. Those are not going to be making it, unfortunately, to the next reviewer. I need them for me. More stickers from the man. As a matter of fact, a couple of these are going out to, I'm going to keep these two. These two of those are going out to Miss Heidi, the Queen. She requested a couple of those stickers along with the Thebladecartel sticker. All right, put this candy up. Partake of that at a later time. We got, speaking of Sencut and Civivi, we got one from both of them. And then we got one from this company, which I've never checked out before, which is the Remette. So being that I've never checked out anything from them, we'll go through this one pretty quick. This is, like I mentioned, this is the budget knife realm that we're in. Make sure. Okay, make sure that's what it was. Now, I thought there was, hold on, people. I thought there, okay. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm in my own zone. All right, this is called the Peacock. And we're already 12 minutes in. This is going to be a long one, people. 12 minutes in, and we're just getting to knife number 2. This is the Peacock from Remette. Okay. Nice little snappy detent. Great action. Look at that. And they also have the flipper tab. Here goes this FRN with some nice texture pattern going on there. I really do like that blade shape, man. Now, out the gate, just so you guys know, this is coming in at $27, bro. That is insane. I can't believe that. I would have definitely seen them being able to charge more than 27 for sure. But let's talk about it a little bit more. The Peacock overall length is coming in at 7.48 inches. Handle length on the Peacock is coming in at 4.41 inches. Blade length is 3.07. Blade stock thickness, you can see here they have a nice swedge at the tip, but our blade stock thickness is 0.12 of an inch. The Peacock is rocking 9CR 18 MOV for the blade steel. Good stainless steel, easy to sharpen, flat grind. Now back to the handle, something interesting that I found out when doing a little bit of research on this is they actually have this is patented. And what's patented about it is the actual texture design. I don't understand how they would have been able to get a patent on that, but I mean, it just, I don't know. Anyways, very similar to the lightweight scales that you see from Spyderco, where they have that multi-directional pattern. As a matter of fact, side by side, you can see here. Now, I will give them credit. The Remette feels a little bit better in hand, man. It really does, you know. Granted, I'm not putting it to work or anything, but out the gate, it does feel a little bit better than the Spyderco's FRN. Yeah, nice snappy little detent, lightweight knife. Let's go over the specs on this one. Like I mentioned, where were we? Okay, blade steel. Handle material is the FRN. Liner lock is the locking mechanism for this one. Pocket clip is right hand tip up carry only. Overall weight coming in at 3.17 ounces. Yeah, so if you're on a budget, man, this might be a good pickup for you, for sure. Let's just put up 2 knives for some size comparison, staying in that budget realm. Let's do, hands down, one of the best budget releases this year, which is the Miguron Mayoro. Mayoro's coming in at more money, coming in at about 50 bucks, so about double the price of the Peacock. Granted, you are getting the 14C28N, but in comparison to 9CR, very similar. So the Remette is just a hair smaller than the Mayoro. Let's do one more. The legendary budget knife, and that is going to be the Kubi Royale. Big shout out to the man, Mr. Colin Mason Pierre. This is his design, CM Designs. So we can see here the Peacock is bigger than the Royale just by a hair, and just by a hair smaller than the Mayoro. For those of you who are interested, I do believe Kubi's got a good deal on these right now. I think I paid just shy of 50, but I think they're about 40 bucks right now. Maybe even 39. I thought somewhere I had read that, but anyways, I digress. That is the Peacock from Remette. If you're looking for a budget knife, this might be the option for you, man. Pretty impressed out the gate with that one. Okay, let's get to the next ones. Now, I did say that we had one from Sencut and Civivi, but I misspoke on that. This is not a Civivi. This is something different. And you about to find out. This is a vosteed. And in particular, this is the mini nightshade. Now, oh my goodness, look at that. Definitely need to work on the tension, the spring tension on this one. I had tried this out at Blade Show, and I really wasn't that impressed, you know. Granted, the one that I had in my hand was a prototype, so they may have changed a few things. This actually feels the quality feels a little bit better on this. I don't know necessarily what they were doing with the prototype, but anyways, I digress. $59 for the mini nightshade. There are a couple of versions that you could choose from. The one you see here in front of you has this black G10 scales. I do love that blade shape. This is the shilling cutter / kukri. I can get 4 fingers on the knife for rather comfortably. There's not a problem with that. Let's go over the specs. Overall length on this is 6.31 inches. We've got a handle length coming in at 3.71. Our blade length is 2.6 inches. We've got a blade stock of 98 thousandths. Crown spine on this, which is pretty awesome. They did the same thing with the full-size one. They're using a crossbar lock on this. Now, right out the gate, something that I'm noticing that I wish they would have changed, and maybe going forward they will, is these, the actual crossbar itself is very hard to get to, It does not hardly protrude past those scales, as you can see. So, I don't know. I'm liking this one better than I did a prototype for sure. It is deployed via your thumb studs. Now, something I feel they dropped the ball on is the pocket clip. Oh, no, never mind. It is reversible. I thought it was only right-hand tip up, but it is reversible, right or left-hand tip up. Nice aluminum backspacer that is geared. And, of course, lanyard hole for the weirdos. Yeah, I guess my 2 biggest complaints would be the size of the crossbar and the tension spring, the spring tension. But, great. Now, I do love what vosteed is doing. I don't want to shit on them too much. They had that whole button lock debacle, and they addressed it. That's alleged. They addressed it. They changed the lock face or lock interface, so to speak, for that plunge lock. So I believe there's been no more button lock failures, but I don't know. I haven't purchased any of the new ones. Let's put up 2 knives for some size comparison. Gotta do the original. There it is, full-size nightshade with the thumb hole. I love the nightshade, man. It's a fantastic knife, absolutely. So here you see a side-by-side comparison to the original nightshade as far as length goes. And we can see side by side as far as thickness goes. As they say, carry profile. Here goes our carry profile. And then there goes our thickness side by side. And here goes at the top. So that was the Nightshade. Let's put up one mo. Let's put up one of the best Kaisers to date. Definitely in my collection, but that is going to be the Kaiser Towser S. Nightshade is smaller than both of these. Yeah, you know, this one, like I mentioned, definitely feels better than the prototype. I may have to get me one of these, man. This would be a great 5th pocket carry knife, you know? Not too intimidating, very fidgety. And then, you know, you could always change the springs yourself, you know. I wonder if this is that clutch lock. Stand by. Okay. That's great. Yeah, you can adjust the spring tension on that. So I take back that whole spring tension proclamation, because you can strengthen that. That's great. Good pickup here, as a matter of fact. So yeah, I'm liking that one for sure. Okay, people, this one, Sencut. Now I've only purchased one Sencut ever in my knife journey, and that was the Sashi's. Ended up gifting that knife to my brother in an attempt to get him into the EDC community. He loves the knife, but he's a cheap bastard. All right, I love you, brother. Okay, here it is. This is the Sencut Serene. I believe that's how you pronounce it, the Serene. Right out the gate. Nice full size. Now I can tell by the handle. Feels a great quality, man. You know, the Serene comes in at $55. Okay, not bad. Got a shit ton of oil on there, but that's because this is D2. I will recoat that blade after we look this knife over. All right, like I mentioned, $55 for the Serene. Overall length on this is 8.17 inches. Handle length coming in at 4.69. Blade length is 3.48, so just shy of 3.5. Blade stock thickness is 0.12 of an inch. Rocking D2 blade steel with a nice satin finish. Very nice satin finish. They're reporting the D2 HRC as 59 to 61. Drop point configuration. Now the real star of the show is these beautiful bright blue aluminum handles. I mean, it just totally changes the experience for me, you know? If they would have went with stainless steel, too heavy. Micarta, but aluminum, love it. Utilizing the button/plunge lock for your locking mechanism. I hate to do it, but I know people will always ask. No button lock issues. Lockup is solid, so the knife is locking up tighter than frog's ass. It is riding on caged ceramic bearings, so you have this fantastic action. As far as choke up ability, you can go ahead and do your trigger hold, you know. They do have a nice sharpening choil, so you've got some good sharpening going on as far as sharpening life. This is a good one, man. I think I'm actually liking this one better than the, what was that one? The Cubit? The Cubit's a great knife. It's from Civivi, which is basically a step up in price category. It's the budget company to, or Sencut is the budget company to Civivi. But I tell you, man, Sencut is competing, and I think, to be honest, they're producing better options at a cheaper price, you know? Stainless steel. Oh, no, I lied to you. God damn, look at that. I don't know if that's, I don't know if JD changed this or not, but I think he may have. I don't think it comes with a titanium pocket clip. I think it comes with, as a matter of fact, I'm sure it doesn't. But that looks good. So, yeah, let's put up a couple of knives real quick for some size comparison. Gotta put in the, gotta put up the OG. And that is going to be the Civivi Conspirator. So actually the Serene is, I believe the Serene is a direct competitor to the Conspirator for half the price. This one was just shy of $100, so literally half the price. And you're getting just as much knife. The blade steel is D2. So there you see your overall length on that. Let's put up one mo. One that I feel is the best button lock release this year for a budget company, and that is going to be the CJRB Echo. Granted, this is the premium version with titanium scales, but there you see that. So the Serene is about identically the same. Oh no, shit! I think it's got the Conspirator beat by a hair, and it's got the Echo beat by about a ½ inch, quarter inch. Yeah, the Serene. Not a bad option, man. I think they crushed it. Definitely. And I would have liked to have seen 14C on this, but I think the reason you don't see 14C on any Sencut knives is because Civivi uses it. So for the time being, I guess they're not going to put that 14C on any Sencut knives, but who knows? Things could change. Good knife there from Sencut. Okay, to be honest with you fuckers, this is what I've been waiting for. Got this last night, and it was hard for me not to get into it. Now, I know I mentioned at the beginning of this video that we were doing BBBK, bringing back budget knives, but I'm about to show you guys a way that you can easily take a budget knife and make it a premium knife. I know, it makes no sense, but what can I tell you? I'm weird like that. Like I mentioned, I had a knife it's a favorite of mine that I had sent to Carbonize to do some custom scales for. And I'm excited about it. I had not seen anybody doing anything with this knife. This knife was released in 2022, and it is a favorite of mine. Oh, excited. I did see pictures of it, but I hadn't seen it in person. All right. This is the Kaiser. There it is. The Mini Roach. Hands down, one of my favorite Kaisers ever. I think it's a fantastic knife. And I had always wondered why Kaiser wouldn't give us a premium. Oh my God, look at this. I had always wondered why Kaiser wouldn't give us a premium version of this knife. So I had to make one. Look at these scales. Carbon fiber twill, like a seafoam green. Custom scales with the custom backspacer as well. I did throw on that Kaiser deep carry pocket clip. Woo! Oh man, I'm digging this shit, yo. Like literally, this really makes no sense. I mean, most people probably look at me like, what the fuck are you doing? These scales literally cost more than the knife. The knife, when I bought it, I want to say it was $75, something like that. Yeah, just shy of 80. And it's fantastic. I don't hear enough people talk about this knife. You know, it's such a beautiful hollow grind, that beautiful stonewash finish. This is a Matt Degnan design, 154 CM blade steel. I mean, look at that swedge there at the tip, allowing you just to pass through material. Those swedges actually will make the material kind of part as you slide through it, as you pull through your cut. Nice, nice flat spot for you to choke up on. Would have loved to have a little bit of jimping there. But anyways, I digress. Look at that. Fantastic action on the knife. Listen to that noise it makes when it comes home. This is definitely going in the pocket today. Let me know what you fuckers think. Am I dumb for doing this? Some may argue, but I enjoy it. I love it. He did some nice little bit of chamfering going on here on these scales. I'll tell you, that Spencer from Carbonize, he knows what the hell he's doing, man. This is actually also, for some of y'all who may not be familiar, this knife ships with a flipper tab that is removable. You can see here that little spot. So if I wanted to, you could have a flipper, but I removed that flipper when I first bought the knife because it does allow me to get a full choke up. I'm really happy with this. I'm really, really impressed. I've done another thing from Spencer that also came. I'm gonna show you guys that in a minute, but that is the Mini Roach. Let's put up a couple of knives for some people who might not be familiar with the Mini Roach. We'll get out of here quick on this note. First up, another fantastic budget knife, and that is the Petrified Fish Mini Beluga. So we can see here that the Mini Roach is definitely bigger than that Mini Beluga. Let's put up, I ain't done no goddamn American vibes. Can't go out like that. Pair of 3. Spyderco. So the mini roach is just a hair smaller than that, and about a third of an inch, quarter of an inch bigger than the mini beluga. Yep, that's all I got for you fuckers today. And like I mentioned about this before I leave you, I will let you know what this is for. This backspacer is for a special knife of mine. If you guys follow me on IG, you would have seen it here and there. It makes an appearance. But that is the Spyderco Subvert. These scales were also made by Carbodize. But as you can see here, I forgot when I first ordered these scales, I forgot to mention I needed the backspacer. So I couldn't wait because it took several months for me to get it. I put it together and have carried it a handful of times since then. But I had him do a cross-cut carbon fiber. That's going to look sick. That's going to look so good. I damn sure I'm not going to stretch you guys out with the install on that, but just stay tuned. I'll show you guys on the finished version. Now, I did mention also at the beginning of the video that we had a giveaway package, but we're already 30 minutes in. So I'm going to stretch that out. Next video, we'll go over what's going to be given away. Today is Saturday. If I was you, I would keep my ear to the streets and check us out on the Thebladecartel Hangout on my partner Duty Lowe's channel. Maybe we'll give some of these away then. At least we'll give away one, at least for sure. Maybe 2. Maybe all of them. Guess you're going to have to find out. Love you, mean it. Until the next time. Cut something, cut someone, just don't cut yourself. Stay dangerous, fuckers.